Hold on. Let's talk about the Lakers. Hold on. Let's stop that. Let's talk about that.
What you got to say about the Lakers? Since I done brought them up.
The Lakers, I still think they're going to be a top 5. It has the potential to still be a top three team. First of all, I do believe Brian is getting overworked. I'm disappointed the young players haven't came along yet.
They will. It's early in the season, man.
Still early.
It's still early. They only about 25 games in, so it's still pretty early. But the thing is, I don't know if Luke Walton is going to be there by the end of the season. that is honestly the question. That's the question.
I don't think he make it out the year.
I'm gonna tell you why he's gonna make it out the year. I'm gonna tell you why he's gonna make it out the year. Because
no. I'm not talking about NBA year. I'm talking about 2018.
Oh, come on, Juwan. Come on.
I'm sorry. It's too many.
He only got about 22 days left.
They don't care. The NBA does not care about that. Me and you know that. All they care about is results.
He is gonna make it out the new year.
They don't care how you do it.
Juwan.
Okay, if they fall out, if they drop, what is they right now? 7 or 8?
They in I know. No, they're actually top 5. Actually, they're 5th.
Okay,
they're 5th. That's not even horrible.
They fall to the 8th seed or out of the playoff picture by the end of this year. He is gone.
I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. Okay.
I don't care
Let me tell you why you're wrong, Joanne. I'm about to tell you why you're wrong. One, LeBron, Magic Johnson wouldn't fire Luke Walton. He would. Let me finish, Ron. Magic Johnson wouldn't fire Luke Walton before they even and when he's ranked number 5. When he's ranked number 5 in the conference, he's not gonna fire Luke Walton. Now put it this way. This is to your point. If Lakers was to lose almost every game this month, which would not happen at all.
No, that's not gonna happen.
I don't know how many games they have this month specifically, but if they was to, or I even put it this way, if they was to lose a large majority of their games this month, he would still make it out this year because he's not gonna just cut them off in the middle of December. He's not going. He's at least gonna wait. I'm telling you.
Why would I wait? Why would I wait till the All-Star break or something like that?
And he's not gonna wait that long. I'm not saying that long, but you said this year. You said this year.
Exactly. By the end of this month or the top of January. If they not gelling together, how they supposed to gel and they still around the 5 and they jump down or whatever, he is gone.
What? I put it this way. I gave Luke Walton because I already said he's riding on thin ice, and like I think we talked about when you was here last time, that playing with LeBron is a beautiful thing, but it also can hurt you really, 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 really bad as a coach. Because if your team losing, everybody's gonna look at you. You're gonna get the blame. Like, okay, you got LeBron on your team. Why are you losing? But if you're winning, you may be doing a horrible job coaching. But because LeBron is helping the team win, then nobody's going to pay attention to that the coach isn't doing good. It's going to result in the coach must be doing something right because LeBron's been playing good and the team's been winning. So,
okay,
if
my statement last time I was on here, what happened when David Blatt was the coach? They went to the finals the first year. The second year, halfway through the season when they was winning, he got fired.
Well, one, everybody knew David Blatt wasn't the reason that they went to the finals. LeBron was the reason they went to the finals because that first year they went to the finals. If I'm correct, if I'm correct, Kyrie Irving was out too, right? He was out. He was out, and LeBron was just really doing everything by himself.
He's not the coach.
What was that?
Wasn't he the coach?
LeBron?
No. David Blatt, wasn't he the coach?
Yeah, but LeBron did everything.
I don't care what.
Even when Tyrone Lue, even when Tyrone Lue was the coach, in Cleveland. LeBron, with everybody on this planet, knew,
Like
every basketball fan knew
But
LeBron was
like,
the reason that team had any success.
Oh yeah, okay, I agree with you on that.
Everybody knew that was the reason that team had any success.
The helm of it all, the offensive system they use it, and all that blase. The identity of the team comes from the players that's playing on the floor, but it has to do with the coaching too.
I give you that. I agree. Go ahead.
And you still have to go by his rules. I'm not saying Brian didn't step in like, oh, we're not running that play. Yes, I believe Brian has done that before. That's what all great players do that's in his position. But you still calling the coach's play. You still running the coach's sets. You're still doing things in the confines of his offense and defense. So you still have to give him the props. So and now let's tie that back into Luke. David Black was winning. Luke Walton is not winning at a high level right now. They're putting together games.
I'm gonna put it this way because you said that.
Hold on. They're putting together games that they look at the scoreboard. They barely beat who? They barely beat the Phoenix. They barely beat Orlando. They're barely beating these bottom level teams.
Okay.
Then they getting beat to death by these top layer teams. So
okay. No, let me tell you. Okay.
And so that's what do I see? Okay.
Let me get you. I'm about to get you right now. I'm about to let you know. All right. So look, you said they didn't beat the Suns, or you said they barely beat Phoenix. They played Phoenix Sunday. They played Phoenix a few days back, and they beat them by almost 30. That's a poor team, so it's nothing to brag about. But if you look at like about the last probably 9 or 10 games, they've only lost 3. So they've been winning a large majority, and I'm not saying they've been playing the best teams ever. They haven't been playing the best teams, and some of the teams that they've been playing haven't been healthy. But within,
that's the thing.
Okay, but look. Would you rather win or lose? Answer this question because I'm about to break it down. Would you rather win or lose?
Win.
Of course, right. I hope everybody agree that they would rather win than lose. So if we play a game. And we play one-on-one, whatever. We play one-on-one, and you beat me by 1 point. Are you happy with that win? Because you won. Okay. Now, if we play a game, and you beat me by 8 points or 9 points, we go up to 15, and you beat me by 9 points. Are you happy with that win?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, the way I look at it, now, okay, I'm going to even give one more scenario. I'm going to throw one more scenario in there. So, if we play a game, and I was winning the whole entire time, I had game point, and you came back and won. Are you happy with that win?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you see where I'm about to go with this? Out of all 3 of those questions I just asked you, either way it went, you won. I made it where you won. So either way it went, you said you were happy with that win. And if you're winning, you are going to be happy no matter how it happens. But if you win, you win. It's that simple. So why would Magic Johnson be upset if his team is winning? If his team is winning right now, it's no reason to be upset. So it's no guarantee that he's gonna make it out of December just because of the last few games they've been winning. It's not like he's been losing the last 9 games, or it's not like he was losing the last 8 games, 7 gagames, but he's been winning.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying, though, right?
They're on a 7-3 record in the last 10 games. Okay,
so that's pretty good. That's not bad at all.
You were talking from a player's perspective. We're not talking. We need to be talking. You got to think about this through an executive's perspective. Okay, my team is 7-3 in the last 10. Okay, it's still early in the season. We're going to give Luke Walton time. Every time Brian goes somewhere, it's always with the first 3 months they have a rough time because they have to get cohesiveness and blah.
They gotta get together, learn how to play.
Brian is what? 34 years old, right?
Yep.
Turned 34 this year.
Yep.
He's still regarded as the best player on the planet, even though I don't think so.
You agree with me that Kevin Durant up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
all right.
Kevin Durant's the best player in the world. But
Okay. All right. I wouldn't.
had his,
All right. I wanted to make sure that. All right. Go ahead. But finish your point.
He's 34 years old. So, and the greatest player in the world right now. Why does he? Even though yes, everybody takes their time. If you're that smart and that basketball IQ, and you're going against the coach, that's documented from the players. What does that look like?
But he's not.
If the best player is going against the coach, and he's frustrated, and I feel like he's not doing a good job, even though we're winning, that's a problem. Let
me give it. Okay, all right. Now I broke down that last example. So, and there was some discussion that he's like avoiding Luke Walton's calls and things like that. But that, and I can't remember. I don't know if. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Luke Walton or if LeBron came out and said that that's not what he was doing or anything. I'm not sure if that happened or not. Did that happen? You know if that happened or not? Because if it did, then I'm gonna use it to my advantage. If not, I'm gonna forget about it. All right. So it's okay. So I'm not gonna say that happened. But even if Brown was intentionally doing that, he's gonna make it out this month. He's going to make it out the month. If anything, Magic Johnson will make that change at least the new year. If like I said, man, winning cures all. In sports, if your team is winning, it cures all. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, when that discussion was going on about LeBron ignoring plays from Luke Walton, Lakers wasn't doing the best, were they? They lost a game after that discussion came up. Or before that, they lost a game before that discussion came up, talking about LeBron is avoiding Luke Walton's calls. That was on a loss. People will always have something to say after a loss, and they're going to always try and bring up something that's really irrelevant after a loss. But once you winning, you ain't heard nothing about it since, have you? We ain't heard nothing about, LeBron disrespecting Luke Walton. We ain't heard nothing about that.
Winning heals everything.
Yeah. So how would Luke Walton get fired if it's no tension? That's basically my whole entire point. How would he get fired if there is no tension in the team because they're winning?
First of all, it's tension between LeBron and the coach. First of all, that's blame. It's tension between Lonzo Ball and his playing time, Kyle Kuzma and Brandon Ingram. All three of them getting brought up in trade talks.
That's really trades. That's trades. That's not firing.
Hold on. It's because this all ties into Lakers organization as a whole, how they playing right now, and even more attention on Brandon Ingram because he's the headliner of the trade talks because the team feel like he should be blossoming right now. They should be playing great right now.
He should be way better than what he is right now, in my opinion.
Even though he averaging 16 points on the team that's ball dominant, because LeBron is so ball dominant. He's automatically asserted himself. Talking about, I want to play more off the ball. No, you don't. You don't want to play more off the ball. You like. He's comfortable. Does it even make sense in him coming out in your 16th year and doing a trade that you're not comfortable of doing? Do that make sense? And he's such a basketball IQ guy and all that blase. Not taking none of that away from him.
Man, look.
He doesn't want to really do that. And Lonzo Ball is going to get traded.
I can see that. I can see that. But look, you told me, look at it from an executive's position. I thought about it in that kind of position. But what you're talking about right now is trades. You're talking about player changes. You're talking about player changes. And wait. And you mentioned game plan. How LeBron was saying, I want to come off the ball, things like that. Brandon Ingram ain't been playing the best. People might get traded, things like that. And yes, that does come back to the coach and the game plan and the type of game plan. So I agree. I get what you're saying about that. I can hear you out. When you talk about the game plan in terms of who's going to be traded and things like that. But I'm saying those kind of conversations get pushed back. They get delayed when there's no problems right now. Obviously, if your team is winning, I'm gonna give you another example. So you have a team. You got 5, and one of the players in your team not the best, but you've been winning the whole day. You've been playing at the gym. So you've been winning the whole time you've been playing at the gym. So you eventually you're gonna start to think in your head, like, you know what, maybe we cool. We could just keep this guy on our team. Yeah, he might not be the best, but we could just keep him on our team. I mean, we still winning with him. So why try and make changes at this exact moment? Now tomorrow when I come back and I gotta get a different team of guys at the gym, then I'm not gonna pick him because I know he's not the best player. But that's a different story because that picking a different player, that type of stuff gets pushed back because you already winning. Now, versus you look at that and you winning right now. So look at the flip side. You go to the gym, you have a player on your team, you know he's not that good, but you've been losing. You played with him twice and your team lost. So at that point, you like, boom, we got to make adjustments immediately. This guy, he's not good. He's really hurting us. Let's get him out of here and let's pick up somebody else. That's similar to what I'm saying about the Lakers. Because they're winning, they're not worried about who's leaving and who's going to get replaced at this exact moment versus how they would if they were losing. If they were losing games, if they've lost the last 6 games or 7 games, then they would look at things more urgently. They would say, okay, well, Brandon Ingram isn't playing the best. We need to get him out of here. Lonzo isn't playing the best. Let's get somebody for him. They would make changes immediately, but because they are in a position where they are winning most of their games right now, they're not looking forward to changing things at this exact moment. So I don't understand how Luke Walton is going to be fired before the year ends. If they're winning, if they're winning most of their games, they're not pressed about changing things in the organization right away.
Okay. But look, all I'm saying, Brian is how old? 34 years old.
34.
He's not, and he's already slowing down. It's showing in his game that he is slowing down. He's not what he once was.
Juan, I'm gonna tell you. You gotta admit, man. Just admit. I got you. Just admit.
No.
Come on, man.
No.
Juan, man. Look. There's no reason to make it. There's no reason to make this drag on because you gotta just admit it, man. You know, and at some point in your mind right now, you thinking, "Damn, Manny got me." You know it.
No.
You know it. Come on, man. You gotta be as it's something in your brain telling you. And it might as much as I've been yelling, it might even be a bit more. You might honestly be fully convinced, but you just ain't giving up. So I know how you feel right now. I've been in that position before. You might be fully convinced that Luke Walton is gonna make it through the year, but you're just not giving up on it. So you're gonna come up with anything that you can.
Because I feel like he's not making out. He's not making it.
Come on, man. You know he. Come on, man.
He's not making it to the All-Star break for sure.
You see how your dates got further and further? You see how your dates got first when we started, you said he's not making it out the month. He ain't finishing this year. He's not getting out of the month of December. He's gonna be gone. And then I made my point. And then you pushed it back. You said, well, maybe the end of January, or he ain't going to make it through this transition to the new year at some point in January. And then now you pushing it back to the All-Star break. That's what I said. You know I got you. Because if we keep... What was that?